I'm afraid I'm a gun jumper. I think the key message I wanted to share today is it is a fantastic time to be a new mathematics teacher. The demand is phenomenal. As a newly appointed head teacher, I'm seeing it myself. This year I've had 2 teachers leave and I have 2 more about to retire. And talking to my colleagues, I know it's the same across Sydney. The baby boomers are retiring. They're retiring big time. We're desperate for new teachers. There's only one problem. All the job ads say we want experience. And not only that, we'd like experience in Extension 1 and Extension 2, please. Yeah, thank you. How am I going to get that if you're not going to give me the job? Don't despair. In the current shortage, and there is a shortage, head teachers and selection panels are making compromises. They will take less experience, but you have to inspire confidence that it's worth them taking that risk, because it is a big risk. You're thinking about your Year 11 and 12 classes in particular. You are terrified that the parents are going to say, why are you putting inexperienced teachers in charge of my classes? So I think one of your goals is to be able to put yourself in a position that when someone like me or a selection panel sees your interview, sees your CV, that we feel the confidence that it is worth to interview you. And the advice I'm going to give you today is there is one thing you can do that will absolutely guarantee, well, I shouldn't say guarantee, but greatly increases the chance that you will get the phone call that says we would at least like to talk to you. And that thing is a really strong recommendation from a head teacher who has seen you teach. I'll say it again, a recommendation from a head teacher who has seen you teach. That is worth gold. That is worth absolute gold. That a selection panel can see a name of a head teacher as a referee and they go, truth is most people know everybody in the business, it's a small business. And they'll look at that name and say, that person is willing to put their name against that person and say, they're good. And if we get around to picking up the phone and talking to that person, the very first thing we want to hear is, have they seen that person teach? If they haven't seen that person teach, then really what they're talking about is just their wishes, their confidence and their inspiration. But what we're really looking for is has that person seen you teach? How do they talk about their teaching? And then you can ask them questions that relate to the context of your school. You know what your students are like? You can say, how does that person teach with respect to these issues? Okay. So my first big message is you need to get in a position where a head teacher has seen you teach. And not just once, over a period. How long? I don't think it actually has to be that long. I think after about 2 or 3 months, if a head teacher has seen you teach and other colleagues have seen you teach and you've interacted, you can get that type of recommendation. You get one really free shot. Everyone in this room gets one free shot, and that's your internship. You need to make that internship work for your career as well as for your professional development. So my advice for you is, from a career point of view, which I don't think is contradictory to a teacher development point of view, is you need to really work on getting that recommendation from that head teacher. You want to be in a position that if that school has got a free teaching block the next year, and there is a good chance that they do, that they will immediately think, we want that intern. They know who you are, they know what you did, they've seen that you're a valuable member of the faculty. Many of the things you've heard from the first 2 speakers, I give you very specific things. So a very good one there is get involved in the school. Get involved in the school. That gets noticed. That gets noticed by principals. That gets noticed by head teachers. Get noticed by students. I'll just say 1 or 2 things, and how am I doing on time, Judy?
Very close.
Very close. Okay. So, all right. So just a few little tips to getting that recommendation. The first thing is you absolutely must get a good working relationship with all the teachers in your new faculty that you're going to. Every single teacher in there has got something to teach you. Find out what they've got to teach you. There's going to be 1 or 2 teachers in that faculty who actually don't want to interact with you. Don't give up on them. Give it a try. All right, 1 more. And then I've got Speaking of the head teacher, even if they're not supervising your classes, you need to work with them. See if you can watch them teach. See if you can get them to watch you teach. So that would be my recommendation. Okay.